I ain't gonna lie. When I saw this, when I saw that right there, I accepted defeat. I fully accepted applying to a Unk mode position full time and toughing it out until next year. But we finally have trailer 2. And I still be taking long to post my videos. Yo, welcome back to another video. The pain is less painful and the agony is less agonizing. Because we finally got the trailer. In this video, I'm going to be going over a breakdown and everything that I saw in the trailer, and also giving some commentary on some cool little things that I saw here and there that you probably didn't hear anybody else mention. So if you guys want to see me talk about those things, definitely stay tuned. Now, I won't be going over every single shot in this trailer, because yeah, y'all know why.
Haram!
Oh, and thank y'all so much for the love shown on this video. The fact that this is the first piece of Red Dead content that I have on the channel, and it got over 1,000 views, it does mean a lot, and it says a lot. So again, thank y'all. You know, I got told on that video that I should consider turn this into a series, and I just might, so expect to see more Red Dead content. But with all that aside, let's dive into it. Get it? Dive into it. Florida, a lot of water.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So the first shot we have here is actually Rockstar's version of the Florida keys, which are going to be called the Leonida keys in GTA 6. And just taking one look at this frame, this does not look anything like a GTA game. And dude, take a look at how long this thing stretches out. I definitely cannot wait to do road trip RPs on this part of the map. In this next shot, we see Jason atop a roof, probably fixing something. And down below is the same truck that was in the concept art that came with the first trailer. And since this truck is parked out front of his house, this most likely means that it's going to be his personal vehicle versus it being Lucia's. It does say Vapid at the back of the truck there, so this most likely is an upgraded version, or a more realistic version I should say, of the Picador from GTA 5. In case if there's any car or vehicle enthusiasts watching, this truck is based off of the 1971 Ford Ranchero, and bro, the look of this, the model looks exactly like how it does in real life, especially the look of the rims and the bulk of the wheels. Like bro, I don't think we'll have to worry about the look of vehicles in this game no more. There's a basketball rim, I believe what's above his garage right here, which might confirm that we could be able to play basketball in this game. And I believe this car over here to the left is another one from GTA 5 called the Willard Eudora. Now you guys are definitely going to hear me say that this is my favorite shot, that's my favorite shot, and this right here is definitely the first one, because they showed a bit of cars from GTA 5 in the first trailer, but they showed even more in this trailer, bro. The truck that this guy is standing next to is the Vapid Caracara 4x4, which is a returning vehicle from GTA 5. And it actually looks like Rockstar fixed up on something that I wish the original truck had, which was being a bit more wider, just like how the real life truck is. And in this shot, this thing has had a massive makeover, dog. The wheels look realistic, the front grille looks similar to how it does in real life with the logo looking like that, and the interior looks like an actual interior. And in this shot, we can actually get a better look at this car back here. Right here, we have a better look at Jason rocking his pre-alpha footage look. The guy in the previous clip asked Jason, "What are you doing up there?" And Jason replies with,
"Just fixing some leaks."
The way that the sunlight is hitting his body and the reflection of it is definitely something I don't think RDR2 even had. And I think the shoe brand he's wearing is either the GTA version of Converse or Vans. Then right after, we go back to this guy who tells Jason this.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Alright, so I just looked and saw that there's an official GTA 6 website, and this guy's name is called Brian Heder, and he's a close friend of Jason. And in this clip, Brian's speaking to Jason about people who owe him money, because Brian's basically the landlord, and those people are the tenants. So it sounds to me that we might be a loan shark as Jason, just like how Arthur was for Strauss in Red Dead Redemption 2. Hopefully we don't catch TB. We get a more fantastic look at the Caracara 4x4, and if you notice in the background, there's a raccoon standing on top of a trash bin. Alright, in this shot we get a better look at how Jason looks straight up. And there's a lot of things to point out in this shot, like the visible abs, the chest hair, the more muscle definition, the reflection in his glasses, and the tint being new. And one major thing to notice here is the RDR2 hair growth system that will be making a return. And also got me thinking that it might affect his chest hair too. And with his hair being at this length, it also reminds me of certain shots from the pre-alpha footage. Now obviously I'm not even going to risk showing that, but to best describe it, certain shots, especially when he was at the Jack of Hearts nightclub in the leaks, his hair was a bit longer than his traditional looking buzz cut that's in a lot of the promotion art. And if you guys actually take a look here, you can notice that his hair is getting progressively longer through the hat. This boat over to the right has been speculated to be Michael DeSantis' boat from GTA 5. And if that's the case and Michael does return in this game, that would make for a funny and notorious scene, bro. Imagine Michael meets Brian and Jason, and maybe it's at Jason's house, and then he notices there's a boat that looks similar to the one that got stolen from him in 2013, and then there's a whole argument, bro. Imagine. Alright, so we're about 6 minutes deep into this breakdown, and if you guys are enjoying the ride and all the hidden details we're uncovering, do make sure you do me a favor by dropping a like on this video down below, sharing it around with others, and making sure you're subscribed for more content just like this. Alright, let's get back to the video. So the first thing I'd like to mention here is to peep the look of the interior, dog. And you probably can't tell that good with the window being in the way, but we are a long way from GTA 5's engine. I mean, just take a look at the lighting that's hitting the steering wheel, the level of detail on it. We have actual deflectors now that hopefully work. And the ray tracing in the mirrors, which looks to be confirmed in this trailer, along with the tint on his glasses too. And if that's the case, you best believe that driving in first person will feel the best it's ever been in this game. Since we're looking at this shot, you can actually see more of the RDR2 hair growth mechanic. This car parked up here is actually the original Penumbra from GTA 5. And I noticed that there's this army paratrooper tattoo on Jason's left shoulder, which could indicate that he might be ex-military. And this could play a pivotal role in the story with him, maybe knowing how to operate different firearms, or him possibly being a cop. Because this is speculation that's still going around on the internet. In this next clip, we got our own Jason Morgan out here collecting debts from a very interesting store. Oh, and I cannot wait to rob this dude nonstop. Now, moving over to this shot, there's a great amount of stuff to look at. And we've actually got some more returning vehicles from GTA 5 in this shot. Over on the left is the Bravado Bison as a flag worker truck. And a vehicle that no GTA player could ever miss is the notorious Coquette from GTA 5, which also looks to have a Liberty City license plate on the back there. I can't quite make it out for sure, but it does kind of look like one with the mountain type borders on the top and bottom there. And speaking of license plates, on this truck behind the Coquette, that looks to be new, it looks like we'll be getting a variety of license plates, like this one obviously being a take on Florida's. The plate on this truck more so looks like a custom plate. Then further down the shot, we see a passenger jet flyover, and from this sign right here pointing to VCIA, this could indicate that this shot was probably taken on the west side of the city. This next shot is most likely taken on Vice Beach, and it has Jason showing off a potential workout feature that might return from GTA San Andreas. Then right here we have Jason leaving a convenience store with a pack of beer, and there's other stuff in the moment going on here that I bet a few people missed. There's an NPC over to our left buying a lottery ticket, a cat on top of an ATM machine, and Jason remembering he's a Sigma male and doesn't have to say excuse me bitch. And a few more things in this shot is that we can actually see more of the truck that Jason drives, which is in serious need of a LS Customs. There's a homeless NPC right outside the store, and just briefly you can spot this NPC chilling on the back of the truck, which looks to be the current Yosemite in GTA 5. This clip right here really makes me wish that the Rockstar editor makes a return from GTA 5. And the reason I bring that up is because take a look at the sky, dude. The look of it kind of reminds me of the look from the I'm Ready music video with Jaden Smith, how it kind of has that sundown look in the sky. So bro, the look of the weather in this game will definitely add for some great music videos, especially in online. But shifting from that, we have another shot of Jason driving, and he's driving past some people probably in the afternoon time who looks to have gotten pulled over.
Well, no
And one thing I noticed as I watched this trailer a billion times is that on the wall here, we might have gotten our first look at what Haiti looks like. It does also say Haiti on the wall there, and one thing is for sure is that we are going to be getting Haitian gangs in this game. So as Jason and Lucia, maybe later they get a job or a contact that'll involve them going to Haiti on a few missions. Or Tahiti. Right here we're back to the prison that Lucia's held up in, and we finally get both of the protagonists' full names, which is Jason Duval and Lucia Caminos. And dude, the level of detail in this office, to the clothing, and the car is just next level. Alright, so now we get to the much more action-packed part of the trailer, with Jason and Lucia robbing a bank. And who knows how that could turn out. But Lucia here looks to be holding an MP5 assault rifle, and dude, just check out the hair physics as she jumps onto this table. Jason also looks to be having the same weapon, but with the only difference being a scope on top. And one nice level of detail to notice here is that Jason actually has his index finger off of the trigger, meaning he's in no need to shoot. But Lucia, on the other hand, has her gun aimed at these two dudes behind this desk, and her finger is right in front of the trigger. So trigger discipline might definitely be a feature with you holding a firearm. This next shot here features Jason and Lucia toasting to new beginnings, and they look so real in this frame, bro. I feel like another thing that helps a lot is the fact that Rockstar got rid of the eyeshadow that was present in Red Dead Redemption 2. And we can actually use Mary Linton as reference because her character model does look incredibly similar to Lucia's. And as y'all can see, there's a major difference in the face now, especially with the eyeshadow being gone, and the same goes for Jason. One more thing to note is the movement of the liquid in the beer bottles move very realistic to how they would in real life. And the quality of it looks realistic too, so consuming beverages in this game might also look realistic as well too. Oh, and these are some fat ass beer bottles. Next up, we got our first nighttime shot of Brian's boatworks and marina, and this is that same old guy from earlier in the video. And I believe this is Brian over to the left here doing his best uncle impression and not helping. I don't really know who this guy is, but this is Jason right here helping to load the plane, and this right here is actually our first shot of another new character. Right here we have a shot of Lucia doing her community service work, and how I knew that this was her was that if you zoomed in on one of her feet, you can actually see the strap for her ankle monitor. In this shot we get a better look at what the inside of Jason's house looks like, and the bed we will be making Luason Jr. And the look of this place kinda does remind me of the look of Nathan Drake's house from Uncharted 4 Thief's End. We get this bar scene here which automatically reminded me of the bar from Top Gun Maverick, so yeah, I'm definitely recreating some scenes here on online. Some beer brands like Pisswasser are making a return, along with new ones like Alfonso and Pendejo. Speaking of the different beers, the beer bottles in this fridge look like actual individual beer bottles and not like how they do in GTA 5 where it just looks 2D. And right above, if you guys take a look, whoever owns this bar has a collection of different license plates which all look to be new, and which could lead to us possibly being able to travel to different states. In this shot, Jason gets confronted by these two NPCs claiming that he's a Fed. And honestly, by Rockstar involving this kind of ties back to my point on why I think Jason might be a cop. This right here really goes to show that Rockstar is not messing around with this game, dude. Like with how detailed some of the NPCs look, I feel like NPC isn't even the right term to call them anymore because it looks like they're gonna have actual lives and stuff to take care of. Hands down, this is honestly one of the most realistic looking parts I have seen from this trailer. You probably can't see it that well, but this dude in the front zoomed in has an actual crispy hairline and a low taper fade, so he will not have to deal with what Franklin had to deal with in 2013. Also, doesn't bro kinda look like Kel Mitchell? This next shot involves Jason and Lucia being on the run from the cops, and the guy Brian from earlier explained to Jason, they've got your name, your address, they've got everything. This guy right here kind of gives off Agent Milton or Leviticus Cornwall type vibes from Red Dead Redemption 2. So most likely this dude will be an antagonist in this story. Then right here we have a quick shot of Jason doing a drive-by in the Gauntlet Hellfire on what looks to be Ocean View Drive. A little far-fetched, but this could be a reference to Bad Boys for Life where Will Smith's character had gotten shot. This clip right here really gives a glimpse on the different ways that we might be able to maintain our weight, like bringing back gyms and boxing from GTA San Andreas. But this clip is showing off that we could be able to learn UFC type fighting styles and not only boxing. An insane explosion happens with these police cars from a returning weapon this time, which is the grenade launcher. And the vehicles you see getting torn apart here are the new SWAT van from GTA 5 and 2 more police cars that we saw in trailer 1. They're both the Buffalo STX Cruiser and the Ford Explorer Cruiser, and the Buffalo STX one was seen at the intersection clip in trailer 1, and the Ford Explorer had drove right past Jason and Lucia after they robbed a store. This next shot has Jason, and I believe this is the same guy from earlier that tried to get in between Jason and those 2 dudes calling him a cop. And that same guy in this clip is wearing this Manatees jersey, which is actually Rockstar's version of the Miami Dolphins jersey in real life since they have the same colors. And from the look of their reaction, it just makes me wonder what they could be looking at. One of the more famous shots that you could say from this trailer is with this Dodge Ram pulling this safe. And the reason why I say this is famous is because this seems to be a reference from Fast and Furious 5, where at the end of the film, Dom and Brian are pulling a safe behind them in Rio de Janeiro. Another thing that honestly is kind of funny and adds to this being a reference even more is the fact that in the movie, Dom and Brian are both driving Dodge branded vehicles, and this right here is a Bravado truck, which is GTA's version of Dodge. So it's kind of cool to see that Rockstar is dropping references this early. Moving on, we've got this scene here, and bro, if all I knew was GTA 4, GTA 5, and maybe Red Dead, and any other car game for example, and I didn't know a thing about GTA 6, and then you proceed to show me this, I wouldn't believe you. I seriously would not believe that this is a Grand Theft Auto game, my guy. We've got a Mercedes-Benz, a Lamborghini Aventador, freaking finally, dog. A better looking Banshee, which is the Dodge Viper in real life. Tucked in there, we also got the Vector making a return from GTA 5. The Fister Growler will also be making a return. This Phoenix looks a bit different, and this might also be a new Audi vehicle. This clip shows that we're going to be getting back ammunition, and with a new guy in charge called Phil. And I know I keep saying that this is my favorite clip of all time, but this one right here is a bit different. This clip actually has me excited because of the potential RPs that it could help with. Because for the longest in GTA Online, I have been wanting to do World War II and other military RPs, but one thing that kept getting in the way of that was mainly the weapons. And hey, I don't know about you, but on that wall right there, I'm pretty sure that's an M1 Garand. So it's already out there that we're getting realistic weapons, but of course, since it's Rockstar, it's gonna look realistic but probably just have its own name. So with this clip alone, it really has me excited for all those Call of Duty, Stealth Ops type RPs. Especially when we watch the rest of this, if we take a look on the wall, he also sells AKs and this light machine gun that the US military uses. There's also some other realistic things going on outside this ad, like the bubbles in this beer bottle sizzling upwards realistically, the reflection of the ad and the sunlight on this picture frame, and Rockstar actually doing something new by involving the PlayStation with a mix of the console looking like a PS5 and the controller looking like a PS4 controller. The sound and smoothness on these seagulls when they flew away in the trailer was honestly unlike anything I'd ever heard. And one thing that I absolutely love about Red Dead Redemption 2's map is the scale of it. Cause check me out, you could do a robbery in a town like Rhodes, all the way over in Lemoyne, and you hear news about it all the way over in Armadillo or Tumbleweed all the way in New Austin. So this world in GTA 6 so far looks and feels like its own world and universe. The NPCs have actual lives, routines, responsibilities, and overall just things happening in their daily lives, just like with real people in real life. We switch over to the other side of the room where we see Jason is asleep, and we now get an even better picture and layout of how his house looks. Lucia then arrives home from doing community service, and if you notice, she's wearing those same clothes from earlier. This closet will most likely be our wardrobe and how we access more clothing at this location, just like how Arthur and John have in Red Dead Redemption 2. This next shot right here takes place in the Everglades part of the map, and we'll have yet another vehicle returning, and this time it's an air vehicle called the Buzzard. And with this shot in the trailer, it's looking a lot more like its real life counterpart, which is the Little Bird. A key difference with this one though is that we'll now have a mounted turret on the side of it. And bro, the textures and quality of the sun bouncing off of it definitely makes it look even more like the real life helicopter. We see that Jason's the one piloting it, and he's seen chasing some people here on an airboat. We get this awesome shot of Jason and Lucia riding on a jet ski that I believe to be new. along with the beautiful Vice City in the background and some NPCs back here jumping off of this yacht. The Dodo plane from GTA 5 will be making a return, and this is for sure one of the many air vehicles that's going to make sense to own in this game. We then get a shot of who I believe to be Lucia jumping on this transport, and it's looking like she's stealing this car, which is the Tempesta from GTA 5. This trailer right here, and not the video, but the actual transport trailer, it has a Liberty City license plate on the back of it, and on the website, it also mentions that Lucia and her family are from Liberty City. So perhaps this mission takes place there? Or it's just a regular truck in Vice City with the Liberty City license plate. Aww. Now to wrap this up, we see Lucia hanging half her body out of this Class A Tulip, most likely being driven by Jason. And dude, after watching this trailer, I am very convinced that this game's budget is $2 billion. We can spot a boat driving under this bridge, and just before the screen fades, you can spot more water up ahead. So most likely they're driving in the direction of the main city and away from Vice Beach. Dog, this was an impressive ad trailer. And it was horrendous enough that we got informed that the game would be getting delayed. But we got blessed with trailer 2 finally, and 70 screenshots, which I will be covering in my next video. But if y'all did enjoy today's breakdown video, and just the fact that I got more GTA 6 content on the channel now, a like down below would mean a lot. Now, I know that I didn't cover every single crevice and pixel that this trailer had to offer, cause I ain't gonna lie, I just didn't want to make the video that long.
That don't work. There's no way out of this one.
If you somehow didn't see it, I posted my first ever reaction video to the channel, and in that video, I reacted to trailer 2. And that video I posted before this one, so if you guys want to see that, then click. It's gonna be somewhere here. So if you want to see more content of mine where I basically glaze GTA 6,
What did you say?
then I recommend watching this video right here, which is actually my first ever commentary video. And if you want to watch another video that I did on why I thought trailer 2 was taking so long, then I highly recommend tapping into this video right here. Indiana Jones looking at. But with all that being said, thank y'all yet again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure you drop a comment down below on what you thought of trailer 2, and any interesting details if I missed it. But that's gonna be it for me in this video. So I'll catch y'all on the next one, alright? Deuces!